Hi everyone, this is Anastasia and it is Monday evening. I am going to be sharing with everyone a new sequence of numbers, and these are quantum frequency numbers. I've been doing a live once a week for, I think, this might be my third week, and I'm going to continue sharing frequency numbers and the different codes with people. I would love your feedback, whether you are watching live or if you are checking out the replay. I am just really curious to see what people are noticing and feeling when they're doing this, if they're noticing anything at all. And yeah, I'm just excited about this one. This is a new one for me, and would love some feedback. So if anyone's watching the replay, please let me know how this feels for you. So as I've mentioned in the past, for the new people out there, we are going to be tapping, and all that means is you're going to take your fingers, your hand, and you're going to tap on your chest, and it can be all around, just gently tapping. So it is a little similar to EFT, which is emotional freedom technique, which I teach, but that is actually a sequence, starting at the top of the crown and moving down to the torso. So there's a whole sequence for that. Today we're just tapping on the chest here. So that's all that is required. And the frequency numbers hold a vibration and an energy signature and healing codes in them. So by simply saying the numbers that I'm going to share with you, and by you tapping on them, it helps to bring in that energy, frequency, and vibration and energy into your body. So I say this almost every time, and again, this is mostly for the new people, because I've had people say, well, how does it work? And it's a little bit of a mystery, to be quite honest. It just works. It works for some people. It may not work for everyone, but everyone that I've worked with, they seem to feel something. So similar to crystals that have a healing properties to them. Healing energy and properties. So people will hold crystals, they'll wear necklaces, or they will have little tumbled stones that they put in their pockets, and you are just calling in the frequency and the energy of a stone and holding it close to you. So it's actually working with your body, with your energy field, with your auric field. That's how the stones work. So the numbers work in a very similar way. By saying them out loud, by tapping on your body, you are calling in the healing frequency of these numbers. So the topic that I chose today is, how am I nourished? How do I feel nourished? This topic has been coming up for me for the past several weeks, to be honest. And we are in winter time here in the northern hemisphere, and it's a wonderful time to be consuming soups and stews, things that are really nourishing, things that you might be cooking on the stove for more than an hour. So whether it's a veggie soup or stew, or if you've got meat in there and herbs, it really doesn't matter. The energy of winter is about, we tend to stay inside, we want to be warm, we are desiring nourishing foods for our bodies. Foods that are warm, nourishing, things like that, root vegetables, things that are nourishing. But you can extend this topic, how am I nourished, in lots of different ways or areas in your life. So are you feeling nourished in your relationships? Are you feeling nourished at work? Are you feeling nourished and fulfilled, at work, in your career? I'm trying to think of some other areas in your friendships. And really, just in anything you do, are you nourished in your surroundings at home? Do you feel nourished or do you feel depleted? So you can really apply this to any area of your life. It is not simply nourished in the sense of food and vitamins and minerals, although you could certainly, if you're feeling a little depleted, you can use this number sequence to see if that kind of boosts your energy level. For me, in the summer and the warmer months, I'm outside a lot, and when I'm outside in the garden, I am barefoot, so I'm grounding and I am pulling up the energy from the earth. I feel very, very grounded, and the electromagnetic, currents from the earth are really feeding, and they are very nourishing for humans. Also, being outside with the sun and the elements is also very nourishing. So at this time of year, for me anyway, I am in a place of wanting more nourishment and needing more nourishment. So again, it can span many different segments of your life, and we'll tap and we'll just see how you all feel with this number. So again, you're just taking your hand, it doesn't matter which hand, left or right, and you're going to tap on your chest. I'm going to say a sequence of numbers. There is a little bit of a pause in between some numbers, and so when I pause, just a slight little pause, like a split second, you're going to pause, and I am going to do this sequence 3 times. You are welcome to join me 3 times in doing it. And again, the topic is, how am I nourished? How do I feel nourished? All right, here we go. And I do want, I'll invite you to check in and see how you feel before, and then we'll check in and see how you feel after we tap. So a sequence goes like this: 2, 8, 5, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 5. And I'm going to do it 2 more times. 2, 8, 5, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 5. Last time. 2, 8, 5, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 5. And then you can stop, take a nice deep breath in and out. If you want, you can take your hands and hold them close to your chest, or in your heart chakra area, and just sort of bring the tapping and the healing closer to you. If you can just hold that for a moment or a minute or so. So, and just for me, I take some releasing, nice deep breaths in and out. Always when I tap, I feel the need to breathe a little more deeply, or I'm more aware of my breath. Maybe I should put it like that. So that is the sequence for the question, how am I nourished? How do I feel nourished? And would love your feedback. So if you did try it, let me know how that felt. Let me know if you felt a little stronger, a little more stability, maybe a little more grounded. Let me know if you feel a rush of energy that's coursing through you. So I will leave it at that for tonight, and I'll join you again either later this week or next week for another frequency number and another little topic that we'll chat about. So thanks for joining me, and have a wonderful week.